Hi guys, my name is Brittany and today I'm going to be showing you how I do my makeup about every day. I'm not going to be doing eyeshadow because I really don't feel like it and I'm not going anywhere today. So normally I start with skincare. I've already done that. I've cleansed, I'm moisturized, and I don't really prime my face, but I'll use the Jeffree Star Set and Refresh mist. It's Jeffree Star and Morphe. This shit's good. It really makes my makeup stay on a lot longer, I notice. So after moisturizer, I'll spray that on my face and I'll just let it kind of dry. And then once it's dry, I'll go ahead and start with my foundation. I really like the Estee Lauder, the Double Wear foundation. I have normal to oily skin, so this is really good for my skin. I mean, everyone's different. Y'all use whatever works for you, but I'm just telling you what works for me. So I'll take my beauty sponge. I have the Wet n Wild one. Really like the Morphe one too, but they don't have that at Walmart, so I just grabbed the Wet n Wild one. So I'll take my foundation and I'll just, put some of my sponge. And I normally go for a full coverage look, so I'm just gonna go for it. So I'll take that and I will just start pouncing it on my face. And you'll notice I keep looking over here. I do have a mirror right here just to help me see what the heck I'm doing. So you'll just pounce that into your skin. You don't want to beat the shit out of your face. Just really get everything nice and covered and blend it very evenly. And I feel like I take forever to put my foundation on, but I'm really picky. I like it to be really even and blended out. I'll get over my eyes. And I've noticed with this foundation, it really doesn't take a lot to get full coverage look, but I like to use a little extra because, a bitch is extra. So next, after my foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and start with concealer. You can use Drugstore, you can use high-end. For Drugstore, I really like the Milani Coneal+Perfect concealer. It's really good, it's very easy to blend, and it's full coverage. And then for higher end, I normally will use my Jeffree Star concealer. It's in the shade C5. This is really full coverage and you really do not need a lot. So I'll just start and put some under my eyes. I'll go ahead and do some on my chin, on my nose, and then on my big ass forehead. All right. So I'll go ahead and take that same sponge I did my foundation with and I'll go ahead and blend my concealer out. And this just really helps brighten up the areas where you want to brighten up. If you don't really like to have a bright looking face, you don't have to use as much concealer as I use, but I like the look that it gives me with my makeup. And yeah, I'm gonna get stuff all in my hair, but you're not really gonna notice it once you're done. I'm gonna have my hair down anyway. I just have it pulled back right now. Just makes it easier for me to put my makeup on, not making a big mess. All right, so we got this concealer on. It's looking good so far. So before it completely dries down, you want to go ahead and set the concealer. I personally like the Fenty Beauty setting powder. Oh God, it's dirty. The Fenty Beauty concealer, that's my go-to. I have the shade Butter, and then I also use a lavender shade sometimes. That's really brightening. So again, if you don't like the brightening effect, stay away from the lavender because that's gonna brighten up really good. So I'll go ahead and just put a little in the cap, if I can get it out. And then I'll go ahead and take that same sponge I've been using for foundation and concealer, and I'll just pat it in there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on the same places I put my concealer. Yeah, you're gonna look crazy when you do this, but it's definitely worth it. Your skin, your makeup is gonna look really good. And if you sweat or you're oily, it's really good to bake too, because it's gonna help control your oil throughout the day. I normally let it sit for about 2 minutes and then I'll just wipe it off, or I'll brush it away with a brush. And then if you were gonna do eyeshadow, I like to, you know, put some on my eyelids just to set that concealer, kind of use that as a base, primer base. Because again, I don't really use primer, just something I've never really liked doing. I feel like it doesn't really have any effect on me anyway. But you know, everyone's different. Alright, so we're gonna let that sit for about 2 minutes and then we're gonna wipe it off. So 2 minutes is up. So now I'm just gonna take a powder foundation and, well, first we'll wipe this off and then I'll take my powder foundation. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect powder. This stuff is really good. Really makes my skin look kind of airbrushed in a way. So right now I'm just wiping away my powder. I don't have any of this on my brush yet. I'm just using just a regular powder brush. Alright, so I do have, looks a little brighter where I did put the powder, but I like that. We're gonna make that look a little more blended in once we keep on putting makeup on. So now I'm gonna do the Milani powder. I'm just gonna tap, tap, tap in there, and I'm just gonna swirl it all over my face. Give me some extra coverage and some color, because I'm pale. Make sure you get your neck and your ears. And again, this is really what I do every day if I'm like going to the store. I've always been self-conscious, like I don't ever go out into public with no makeup on. That's just always how I've been. So this is basically my everyday look. Alright, so we have the powder on, all that. So basically my base is on. So now I'm going to go ahead and start with bronzing and contouring. I recently joined Estee and I have the Glam Bag Ultimate and I really like it. They've been sending me really good products. I got the Morphe Highlight and Contour palette and this is so good, especially for my light to neutral skin. So this is what it looks like. I normally will use this shade to bronze and then I'll just use a darker shade to contour my areas that I want to, you know, accentuate, like my cheekbones. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna take a Morphe R2 brush. It's kind of angled. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into Donut. Tap, tap, and then brush off. And then I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do my cheeks like that. And I'll go ahead and blend all the way up to my temples. And it's okay if you get a little messy, because we're going to clean that up anyway with more setting powder. And again, I like to use a lot of product because I am a little on the fair side, especially in winter time. I just don't like looking pale. So I'm just going into that shade Donut. I'm going up to my temples and up to my forehead. Just kind of give me some shape and some color. Alright, so I got some color to my face now. Excuse my baby hairs. Now I'm looking a little crazy right now, but I promise you it's going to come together. So now I'm going to take a small contouring brush. I got this in BoxyCharm, I think. It's kind of a dome brush. I'll go ahead and take that shade Donut again. And then I'm gonna go down my sides of my nose just to give me some more definition to my face. And then I'm gonna go under my nose and just kind of blend that out, just to make it look a little more even. And if you don't like the shape of your nose, I mean, you can always do this too. Make your nose look a little smaller. But everyone has their flaws, but I think that makes everyone beautiful. It's all good. And makeup, it's fun to play around with. It's fun to, you know, experiment and see what works for you and all that good stuff. So sometimes I'll even take the brush that I'll use for my nose and just put a little bit on my eyelids to give me some color so it's not too white, because like again, I'm not going to do eyeshadow today. I just do this just to blend everything out, especially from all that powder and concealer that's on my eyes. Alright, so this is what it's looking so far. So now I'm going to go ahead and take one of the darker shades in the palette, and I'm going to use the F.A.R.A.H. I just use like a stippling brush, or you know, you can also use a Morphe R2 brush. It's more angled, it's for contouring. But recently I've been liking to use this brush. I mean, you can use whatever works for you or whatever you have laying around. So I'll go ahead and go into these darker shades, and sometimes I like to mix and match. It just depends on how I'm feeling. So I'll go ahead, tap in there, and then I'll suck in again with my cheeks, and you can see where that cheekbone is. I'm gonna go right above my cheekbone just to accentuate it. See how that's different? Like this one looks more, ooh, you got some high cheekbones, girl. Alright, we'll do the same on the other side. Alright, so I'll take that same brush. I don't have any more product on it, just from LUXIE, and I'll just go ahead and run that over my nose again, just for some extra contour. Alright, contour bronzing is done. So now after I do that, I like to do my blush. I like blush. Some people don't like to use blush. I've just always used it. Just adds more color to my face. Recently, I've been using the Rimmel Maxi blush. And this is in the color Wild Card. This is cheap. It's from the drugstore, but it works. I really like it. So I'll go ahead and tap it. I'm going to use my Jeffree Star brush I got in his bundle. Just like a perfect blush brush. Tap, tap, and then I'm going to smile. And I'm going to put that on the base of my apple, the cheeks of my apple, so on. And with blush, you don't want to swipe down, you want to swipe up. If you're going to swipe down, that's just going to bring all your features down. So I'm just tapping into my cheeks, and then I'll just swipe up with the rest of what's on the brush. And then sometimes I'll even dab a little on my nose. And then sometimes I'll just go up here. Just give me some extra color, you know, because the bitch is pale. Alright, so we got the blush on. So now what I like to do, just to kind of smooth everything out, make it a little more airbrush looking, I'm going to take my contour kit in light and medium, it's the Anastasia. And I'm going to take this banana shade right here. And I'm going to take my Morphe M438. It's like a pointed brush. I'm just going to tap in here. And I'm literally just gonna run some down my cheek just to make it look a little more airbrushed. And you don't have to do this, it's just what I like to do again. It kind of makes it look a little more airbrushed. It doesn't look like it's too harsh lines. So once I got that on, I'll go ahead and take that brush that I did my powder in earlier, and I'll kind of just tap here. Again, just try to get rid of some harsh lines on my face. Tap just all over where I put my bronzer, contour, and my blush, you know, soften it up a little bit. All right. So we got the blush done. So now I like to start with either my eyeliner or my brows. Normally when I'm gonna wear fake lashes, I'll do eyeliner just so it blends a little easier with my fake lashes, which I'll show y'all how to put my fake lashes on today too. So for eyeliner, I'm not really picky as long as it's waterproof and it's smudge proof. My right eye is always watery for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it does. So I've been taking the Flash Cat Eye by L'Oreal. It's infallible. I really like this. It's easy to use. All right, so literally I just lined my lids. Doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna put lashes on anyway, so it covered up. So I got my eyeliner on. I'm not gonna do wings because I'm wearing fake lashes. I don't wanna be too dramatic. I mean, if I was going out, maybe I would do wings, but I'm just staying home today. So after eyeliner, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. Brows is something that I've learned just to do over time, practicing, and with your face shape as well. You just learn over time what really works for your face. I've been using the NYX, the Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. So first I'm just gonna go ahead and line just the bottoms of my brows. And my brows are messy, so you know, just try to ignore them. Don't let makeup's in my hair. It'll be fine. It'll look good at the end, I promise. So I'm gonna do my brows off camera. So we'll go ahead and just line the bottoms, be right back, and then we'll line the tops as well. All right, so I have my brows lined. I haven't blended them out yet, but this is what it looks like beforehand. But anyway, now we'll just have to blend it out. So I'll just use the end of the brow pencil and I'll use that spoolie. So literally I'm just gonna brush up and just kind of comb it through. Just get rid of them harsh lines. That's what that brow looks like. And I'll go ahead and do the same on the other side. And it's okay if you get like residue on the bottoms of your lashes or on the tops, because we can always clean that up anyway. All right, that's as good as it's gonna get. So brows are done for the most part. So I have brows, eyeliner done. So now I'll go ahead and do mascara. I always do mascara before I do my lashes because it just makes them blend a little better. So for mascara, I've been really liking the YSL, the Shock Mascara. I really don't have long lashes anyway, but I feel like this really makes a difference. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the bottoms of my bronzer and contour. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and go back into that Fenty powder I used to set my face with. And I'm going to put some more in that lid. I'm running out, I need more. So instead of using that Wet n Wild blender, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Morphe. It's got this angled tip on it, which makes it a little more easier to just get in that crevice. So I'm just gonna tap in there and I'm gonna suck in my cheeks again. And I'm literally just gonna go right under where I put all that stuff at. And you can let this sit how long you want. Depends on how dramatic you want your cheekbones to look. I just think it looks really nice when you clean it up a little bit. It doesn't look messy. Alright, so I got that on. I'm gonna let that sit. And while I do that, I forgot to put some color down here just to hide my double chin. So I'm gonna go back into that Morphe palette, and I'm gonna use that same brush I used earlier, the Morphe R2 brush. I'm gonna go back into that donut color, and I'm just gonna put it on my jawline. And again, you don't have to do this, but I feel like it hides my double chin just a little bit. And then once you wipe away that powder, it's just gonna make everything blend out a little evenly. You're gonna have a little more dimension on your face. So again, I'll let that dry or I'll let it sit for about a minute, 2 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and wipe it off. All right, so now we're gonna wipe away that. Just using that same brush I used the powder with earlier. And I'm gonna go underneath just to make that look a little more smoother. And yes, I've noticed I had foundation on my lips the entire time. That's okay, because I'll wipe it off and I'm gonna put lipstick on it anyway. Alright, so that's looking smoother. Again, I like a dramatic look, so it really makes your cheekbones look. After I have my powder, my favorite part is the highlight, because I like to glow. Every time I go out, everyone's always asking me, what highlight do you use? Like, what's your favorite highlighter? Jeffree Star, you know. This is his new Extreme Frost. It's in the shade Sour Ice, bitch. You are gonna be glowing if you're gonna be wearing this. Like, I'm an extra bitch anyway. Makes me extra, extra. So he says, you know, you can put it on a brush. I like to put it on a brush and then also dab it in with my finger just to make it look a little more dramatic. So I'll go ahead and start with a brush. This is just a Jeffree Star highlighter brush that came in his bundle with Morphe. Go ahead and tap in here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on. And this does get a little messy. You'll have highlight in your hair, but once you have your setting powder on, it kind of makes your setting mist, setting spray, it's gonna make everything blend in. So I'm literally just going like that, and I'll go up. And I'll do the same on the other side. I know a lot of people aren't into, you know, looking like a donut, but hey, I do. All right, so I usually put some on my forehead just to brighten me up a little bit. I'll put some on my chin, and then I'll do some on my nose. My mom's always like, what's on your nose? Highlight, bitch. Okay, and then a lot of times I like just to make my cheeks look a little more glowy. All right, so highlight is on with the brush. Again, I like to be a little more extra. I like to glow a lot more. So I'll go ahead and take my finger and I'm just gonna rub it in there, and that color is beautiful. Tap it, same place I put my highlight with the brush. And you're really gonna notice the difference when you use your finger. It's just with the formula, I guess. I cannot wait till he restocks these so I can get the other two colors, because this is my new favorite highlighter of all time. Like, I'm not kidding. Every time I wear this, especially to work, people are like, what are you wearing? Like, you look like a mermaid. Put a little on my Cupid's bow. Alright, so now you are fucking glowing. Looking good. Alright. So I'm not quite done with the highlight because you know a bitch likes to glow. So for the inner corners of my eyes, and then I'll do the below my eyebrows, just give me some extra glow. I'll go back into the Extreme Frost, and then I'll just take my pinky finger and I'm just gonna tap into the corners of my eyes. I feel like that just makes me look a little more awake. Just do the same thing with underneath my brows. I'm gonna take that angled brush like I used earlier to clean up my brows with, and I'm gonna take that and just dab it in there, and I'm just gonna tap underneath where I put my brows, and I will only go about right here. I'm not gonna go all the way over here, just my preference. This kind of just makes your eyes pop, eyebrows pop. Looks really good. I feel like with the Extreme Frost, if you use a brush, again, you're not really going to get a lot of pigment. So I'll go ahead and, this palette is filthy, don't judge me, but it's the Jeffree Star Brain Freeze palette. It's the highlighter Skin Frost Pro palette. This shit is so pretty, and again, it's dirty, don't be judging me. But this is my favorite color out of this palette. It's called Gold Breaker. I like to put this in the corners of my eyes, or again below my brow. But today I'll just put it under my brow and just give me a little more pop. And I know, like, I have glitter all in my hair. Looks kind of nasty, but again, once we have that setting powder on, what the fuck, setting spray, and I'm gonna go ahead and brush my hair out. It's gonna hide it, so we'll be okay. All right, so that's done. I almost forgot. A lot of times I'll line my waterline. I've been really liking the Marc Jacobs. This is a sample size, I'm pretty sure. I got this in my Ipsy, I think. I'm not really sure, I don't really remember. But this is really good. It's very pigmented and it really stays on for a long time. And I just like to use this because it kind of makes my eyes look a little fuller. Makes my eyes pop too. And you can also put it on top of your waterline, just don't stab your eye. And that's gonna make your lashes look a lot fuller as well. All right. So next I am gonna do my fake lashes. I honestly learned to do fake lashes by my sister. I think she learned from YouTube, but she really helped me out throughout this makeup process. My lash glue, I really like the Kiss Lash, the aloe. This stuff makes your lashes stay on all day long, and it has aloe, so it's good for sensitive skin. So for lashes, I normally will buy my lashes at Walmart just because it's a little on the cheaper side, and they do have really good lashes for drugstore. So I normally use the Salon-Perfect, the 614 lashes, but they did not have any in stock, so I had to go with the Salon-Perfect 652s. I've never used these before, but they look very similar to the 614s. So we're gonna try them out today. And then what really works for me to put lashes on is to use some tweezers. I just feel like that makes it a lot easier to do. So I already have the lashes trimmed just to fit my lashes. So when I first take them out of the package, I kind of like to wiggle them around, get them loosened up just a little bit. So we're going to take the lash glue and we're literally just going to put the glue on the band. And they have Invisibands. So you're really not going to see the band from the lashes, which makes it really nice and really easy to put them on. All right, so I have the glue on. So once I have the glue on, again, I'm going to wiggle it around a little bit just to make them a little more flexible and easier to put on your eyes. And then I will let the glue dry for about 30 seconds on the lashes and I'll go ahead and pop them on. I'm gonna try to show you on camera how I do my lashes, but we will see how that's gonna work out. All right, so I'm gonna take the tweezers and I'm just gonna grab the end. I don't remember which end's which. All right, so I have them like this in my hand. And let them dry just a little bit more and wiggle them around a little bit. And I'm just gonna start to lift them up just a little bit. And I'm gonna put them on where I put that eyeliner at. So I'll go ahead and try to do that. I don't know how well it's gonna work with not looking in the mirror, but we will see. To see actually not looking in the mirror, but we will fix that. We can just put eyeliner on top of that once it finishes drying. But so far I really like these lashes. They're really pretty and then just make your eyes pop. So we'll go ahead and do the other side. Same thing. Already got the lash out. I'm going to make it a little more flexible to work with. Then we'll put the glue on. All right, so we have the glue on. So again, I'm gonna bend them a little bit, make it a little more flexible to put on, make it a lot easier, I promise you. Especially when you have thicker bands with the eyelashes. If you just do this and you let them dry for longer periods of time with the glue, it's gonna be easier to apply them. All right, so we're gonna let that dry for about 30 seconds. And then we're gonna try to put the lashes on. And we're gonna fix that gap too. And once you put your mascara on again, it's gonna help that too. Makeup is just like a learning process. You're gonna learn what works for you, what's easier for you to do, all that. And I think that's the fun part about makeup. You just get to experiment and play around. All right, so I'm gonna take the lashes again and I'm going to hold them up and I'm just going to put them where I put that eyeliner at. You wanna get as close as possible to your lashes. And I just find it a lot easier to use the tweezers so you don't have your fat fingers in the way, because that makes it hard to see. And then when I have the lash on, I kind of like to push up a little bit just to make sure they're going to be secured. And when you first start wearing lashes, your eyes are going to feel irritated a little bit. It feels like someone's poking in your eye. But the more you wear it, the more you get used to having the lashes on. But the Salon-Perfect lashes, they really don't bother my eyes too much. Sometimes I even forget I'm wearing lashes. They're just that comfortable. All right, so we have the lashes on and we're gonna fix, you know, seeing the band. We're just put eyeliner on top of it. My fucking eyelashes got stuck to the corner of my eye. Okay. So again, we'll let that dry for a little bit, about a minute, and then we'll go ahead and line the lashes with eyeliner, and then we'll put more mascara on just to make it blend a little more easily. But this is what it looks like so far. I just like how lashes just make everything pop. So far so good. I feel like I'm doing okay. And I know like this kind of looks messy right now, but again, setting spray will help it. It's gonna make it look a little more cleaner and make all the powders just blend together. So while the eyelashes are drying, I like to set my brows. Setting the brows just helps my brows stay in place all day. And I've had this for a while, so don't judge me. It's kind of dirty, but I've been using the Great Lash. I think it's by Maybelline. It's the clear mascara. This shit is the bomb. Like, this is gonna make your lashes or your brows stay in place all day, and it doesn't like leave a residue on your brows. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on my brows. I'll just comb up just a little bit. I should probably go buy more because literally I'm using like what's left in the tube. I'm just like, every time I go to the store, I plan on buying, you know, what I need, and then I forget it. I walk out with everything that I didn't even need. Okay, so brows are in place. They should stay on or stay put all day long. I feel like I'm looking pretty good so far. All right, so lashes are probably pretty much dry now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the eyeliner again that I used earlier. And then I'm just literally gonna line where that band is. So it's kind of easier to blend in there. I'm gonna do that off camera, so I'll be right back. All right, so I lined my lashes. It looks a little better, but once you put the mascara on, it should blend a little bit easier. I literally put the, did I say mascara? I put the eyeliner literally where that band was, just kind of over top of it. Just kind of make it look a little more even. So once we have that on, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with that mascara, and we'll just go over the lashes just to make everything blend. And I like to go back over my bottoms. All right, so lashes are done. So now we just need setting spray, and then we need lipstick. And then I'll just do my hair real quick, and then I'll show you the final look. So for lipstick, I am, in case you haven't noticed so far, I am a die-hard Jeffree Star fan. Anything he makes, it's worth it. It's just good. It's worth it. So today I'm just gonna go in with one of my favorites from him. It's his Velour liquid lipstick, and it's in the shade Daddy. This is just like a neutral brown color, something natural. And this stuff stays on all day long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put lipstick on this. Alright, so lipstick's on, and that's what it looks like. So again, it's just like natural brown, which I really like brown lipsticks. I just feel like it looks really good with my skin tone. And I do have dry lips, so you know, got some crusty ass lips I need to exfoliate. Be nice I can, not going anywhere today anyway. Alright. So lastly, I am just going to do my setting spray, and then I'm just going to apply a little more highlight with my fingers because, you know, I like to look good. So, Hangover 3-in-1 replenishing primer and setting spray. Looks like this. Shake it up, and then I'm just going to spray. And the important thing is when you do setting spray, you don't want to be talking or laughing because it's going to crease your makeup. And then I will just use just a fan to dry it. Then I'm literally just using like a box. Alright. So the setting spray, it's not dried fully yet, which that's good if you want a little more highlight. So I'm going to go back into that Extreme Frost. I'm going to use that finger. And I'm just going to dab a little more on that skin, just to make it pop a little more. Okay, so I'm gonna take my hair down and turn my straightener back on. I'm just gonna go over my hair real quick, and then I'll show you the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned maybe some few things today. If you guys would like to see more videos, leave a comment below of what you guys want to see. I hope you guys have a great week. It's Monday, so just have a good one and start your week off right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.